What's up, everybody? I'm David Hain. Welcome to episode 145 of the A to D from Addict to Disciple podcast. If you enjoy this podcast, please like, subscribe, follow, and share the link with your friends, or click on the support link in this episode's description. Your donation of any amount could change a life. If you'd like to get our curriculum, you can get the paperback or ebook of From Ashes to Destiny on Amazon. When we come back, we'll get into this episode entitled Pink Cloud Syndrome. Welcome back to episode 145 of the A to D from Addict to Disciple podcast entitled Pink Cloud Syndrome. So, what is pink cloud syndrome? Well, from the slang dictionary, it defines pink clouding or pink cloud syndrome as a phenomenon many recovering addicts experience when they first go into recovery. When pink clouding, they feel a sense of euphoria that's then followed by a crash once it really sets in. The Pink Cloud Foundation defines pink cloud syndrome as the state of mind characterized by sudden joy, euphoria, and overconfidence. AA meetings look at the pink cloud syndrome, also referred to as pink clouding, as the honeymoon phase of addiction recovery. It typically occurs during the early stages of sobriety, and often a sponsor will assist you in this honeymoon phase to build on this early enthusiasm. Okay? We all on the same page now. So let's look at one thing that could happen early in recovery that would launch you into pink cloud syndrome. Maybe you feel great about being tempted when someone offers you drugs and you said no and walked away. Maybe you got a position of feeling good just about sleeping inside, eating regular meals, bathing in your rehab instead of sleeping on the streets. Maybe a counselor, coach, or sponsor says, I believe in you. And that's all the encouragement you needed to hear to think, I'm set, I'm on the right path here. So it could be anything. And for most of us early in recovery, it only takes one thing for the honeymoon to start. Healthline.com states that pink clouding may not happen in exactly the same way for everyone. But common feelings and experiences include, first one they list is feelings of euphoria and extreme joy. Well, I need to ask, what is your basis for this extreme joy? Could it be based on the hidden hope that if I get clean and sober, maybe my spouse, my family, my boss will all welcome me back with open arms? The second one Healthline.com lists is a hopeful outlook. Well, I would need to ask, is this hopeful outlook realistic? Or does it actually hinder you from facing reality and staying the journey of building a new life in recovery? The third aspect that says pink cloud syndrome has started for you is positivity and optimism about recovery. But I would caution, does this optimism keep you from getting to the root cause of your addiction? We can all get clean, but if our root cause emotional wound is not dealt with, that wound is a ticking time bomb waiting to go off in relapse. Another feeling of the pink cloud syndrome is a calm or peaceful state of mind. For many of us, this can simply be that we're finally out of the chaos. It's like we found a safe harbor where we don't have to deal with the storms of life every minute of every day, and we assume it will last forever. The next one would be confidence about your ability to maintain sobriety. Well, again, I would caution, what has created this confidence, this feeling that you're above relapse, that you cannot be tempted? Because this confidence could blind us from recognizing temptation that will take us out. It can feel like the invincibility that got you hooked in the beginning of your addiction. Finally, one thing that points out the pink cloud syndrome is a tendency to overlook the hard word necessary to maintain sobriety. And I would say as we overlook the hard word, we can feel we don't need to do the hard work and respond by saying, oh, don't worry, I got this. Why do I need to work on my recovery? I feel great. I feel strong. Well, I didn't mean to be pessimistic there because, all of the things that could happen, all of these feelings and experiences of the pink cloud syndrome are really good. Feelings of euphoria, extreme joy, a hopeful outlook, positivity and optimism, a calm or peaceful state of mind, confidence about your ability to maintain sobriety. All these things sound great. But the problem is, I think if we get caught in this pink cloud syndrome, it's like we're looking at the world through rose-colored glasses. And when we put on rose-colored glasses, every cloud looks pink. Even the gray ones. You got this? Pink cloud syndrome can be us wearing rose-colored glasses and every cloud looks great. And this can create some negative consequences in recovery. One of these could be that we don't even realize we are in the pink cloud or that we're wearing rose-colored glasses. And it's a self-deceptive bias that actually hinders our ability to see reality. You got that? We can keep these rose-colored glasses on so long that it hinders our ability to see reality, such as all the gray foreboding clouds look pink to us. When you're wearing rose-colored glasses, you see everything from an optimistic perspective, but you lose the ability to differentiate between the realistic and the idealistic. And this can also prevent us from hearing the truth when someone speaks it. It's like we have rose-colored filters on our ears too, and no matter what they're saying, we hear it as optimistic and encouragement and affirmation. And all of these things can set us up for a catastrophic train wreck when reality sets in. This train wreck happens because we've been so optimistic that we aren't ready to cope with reality. And for me, I think a good quote that came from the TV series BoJack Horseman, Lisa Kudrow playing Wanda Pierce said this, and I quote, "When you look at someone through rose-colored glasses, all the red flags just look like flags." Do you got that? We can be so optimistic, so caught up in pink cloud syndrome that even red flags just look like flags. Because just like all the clouds looking pink, all of the flags will have that sort of red tint to them and we'll see it as pink. And so we can ignore warnings and go forward into areas and things that we really shouldn't, that we really, aren't prepared for. And this could apply to whatever we're looking at. It could be a new friend, and all we see are the good things, and we don't see any red flags in that relationship. It could be a job opportunity, and all we see is the opportunity to earn some money, and we don't see the red flags that this job might not be one that's good for us. Or it could be where we live after rehab, or moving out of a homeless shelter, where we're just happy about getting our own place, that we don't care about how safe the place is or even how good it is. You got that? And I think it's important for us to really keep in mind that we've got someone to talk to, someone to bounce things off of, especially if we're caught in that pink cloud syndrome phase where we might be wearing red colored glasses all the time. And in closing, I'd like to quote a John Conley song, which was entitled Rose-Colored Glasses. He says, "I don't know why I keep on believing you need me when you've proved so many times that it ain't true. And I can't find one good reason for staying. Maybe by leaving would be best for you. But these rose-colored glasses that I'm looking through show only the beauty, 'cause they hide all the truth. And they let me hold on to the good times, the good lines, the ones I used to hear when I held you. And they keep me from feeling so cheated, defeated, when reflections in your eyes show me a fool. These rose-colored glasses that I'm looking through show only the beauty and hide all the truth." Is it time for you to take off your rose-colored glasses so that you can see that not all of the clouds are pink? Thanks for listening to this episode of the A to D From Addict to Disciple podcast. If you would like to join an online group or get one-on-one counseling to help you with pink cloud syndrome, please message me on the link in this podcast or by email at davidfromatod@gmail.com, or go to my website www.fromatod.org and click on the contact page. You can keep in touch with what we're doing in From A to D by following me on Instagram at davidfromatod. For our Spotify listeners, you can leave your comments by clicking on the link that they provide in that platform. Tune in Monday for our next episode, and as always, stay safe and stay strong.